Good morning, everyone. I'll be taking you through the topic post-COVID supply side policies dilemma from an Indian perspective as well as from a global perspective. So, what actually happened in 2009 was that by late 2019, COVID struck, and by 2020, it had affected all the countries in the world. COVID brought it with itself low capacity utilization for many businesses. Businesses are struggling because demand drastically dropped, and businesses cannot actually expand until there is a demand. And the customer segment in the organized as well as the unorganized sector in the country has been very dismal. The largest component of our unorganized sector is agriculture, and that's where it's the most hit. And as you could recall, after 2016 demonetization, the demand in the economy drastically dropped, and the economy was in a downward spiral. And now, with the onset of COVID, it has been accelerated. The government, especially the governments in the past 20 years, have been notorious for pushing supply side policies rather than demand side policies, and the current government is no different. The government always tries to push purchasing power in the hands of the various organized sectors. Instead, it has used the occasion to push supply side policies to help businesses. The policies that are in contention, which was brought in late 2020, are the farm laws and the labor laws, as well as privatization of many companies, public sector companies. These, in the short run, have proved to be very counterproductive because the protests have broken out and they have stalled further demand, and it is still ongoing the moment I speak. Now, even if the next perspective is what happens, even if the supply side policies deliver, like the farm laws or the privatization, they are they are meant to be effective in the medium or long run. That's when their results start showing up. But the need of the hour is for the businesses and the poor to have money in their hands to bring back demand. So ideally, what happens is, if the demand does not pick up, investment will also not pick up, and the supply side responses will not occur. For instance, like there was a cut in the corporate tax rates in 2019, and that did not lead to any increased investment. Also, all over the world, budget deficit has been allowed to rise to record levels across countries. Central banks all over the world have released liquidity in large quantities in the form of packages, which we will be talking later. The underlying economic policies in 1980s have been turned on its head, and now Keynesian policies are being followed. Many countries have a deficit in their budget, which is about 20% of their GDP. That's how the grave the situation is. So what has happened in the USA is that the USA released a package of 3 trillion in 2020, and now they have followed it up with a 1.9 trillion stimulus package in 2021. This is because they aim to bring money into the hands of the unemployed small businesses, and so that they could pay the rents, housing, etc. This measures like the $1,200 check that most of the Americans have started receiving will push demand in the economy and will prevent closure of small businesses and boost the employment. China has also had negative growth in one quarter, and now they have also sparked a revival. So, concluding, the government has brought about many supply side policies, but the thing is that these aren't effective in the short run. And if you don't concentrate on the short run, it would lead to many small businesses closing down, and people without money in their hands. And since already demand is on a negative curve, it would be best that the government follows what America and the other countries are following by introducing stimulus packages, so that people, especially the poor people of a country, actually have money in their hands to push back demand, and therefore save all the small businesses and the unemployed from shutting down. So that is the supply side's policy dilemma that India is facing, and I hope my solution is relevant. Thank you.